Hola mis serenitas, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Chiquita Serenita, and today we're doing a review, first impression, and swatches of Violet Voss's Wild Dahlia palette. This is the fun size. Usually they have like a whole line of these. Half the time, you guys, I open these palettes up, and if they don't impress me right off the back, I don't even want to use them. I'm just like, you know what? Return to sender. So I didn't do a tutorial on this because I just didn't feel like I had enough time during the day, but I am kind of liking this color story a little bit. I like that they have these dark, this is like a dark goldish brown. I put it on my overall lid right here. It's very pretty. I love this gold. This is like a rustic deep gold orange almost. Like that's like a really golden melted gold type of shade. This one is more of like a shimmery gold foil type of shimmer. And this one's so cute. It's like a duochrome. It looks like between a teal green and a brown around there. It's really hard to explain, but that's a really pretty color. This one is just like this very reddish tone bronze type of brown red. I don't know how to describe it, but it's very pretty. This is the only one I'm really not impressed with because it's a matte with glitter. You guys already know how I hate those matte with glitters, but it still looks like it's a pretty good orange tone. I use this one as my transition shade today, and let me tell you that one's like it's just a very taupey brown, but it is pigmented. I give it that. It's very pretty as a, well, for anyone darker skin, that's a good transition shade. Maybe for someone lighter, this one right here. The only thing that bothers me about Violet Voss, they never name their shade. Not the small ones. These don't have shade names, you guys. So literally it's just going to be me giving you guys swatches and what I experienced with the palette. I did use this black right here. Quite a bit of fallout with that black. I don't think I had any problems with the rest of them. This one, a lot of kick up in the pan for my transition shade. There's like quite a bit of kick up. I wouldn't say like, oh my god, it's all over the place. Not like that. But it is enough to get you noticing, like, And I think the black, honestly, I've always had that kind of experiences with blacks. I get a lot of fallout right here in the corner with dark blue sometimes too. But if you have tape, just use tape, or just use your, do your eyes before the rest of your makeup. I don't think it's going to give you a lot of problems. Other than that, it's very pigmented. It's like, it's a black. What else can I say? It's like not here to play, and I honestly love the look. It came out really, really cute. It's like this grungy green, brown, black kind of look, you know, if you guys want to see it up like that. So it's pretty. I like it. So I'm going to start with the swatches, you guys. This is going to be real quick because, like I said, they have no names, and it's just going to go, and there's only like, there's 10 shades in here. That's it. That's it, and that's all. I'm going to start right here, and we're going to go clear across each row till we get to the end of this palette, okay? So that first one is basically just like this cream colored nude. It's very, very light. I'm giving it 3 swatches right now, and I'm like, dang, that's super light, okay? That's not a shade I would use. You guys already know I'm not crazy about those light, ashy tone shades. That's not something I would use, but definitely, you know, to each their own. If you guys use it, then don't take my word for it, okay? I have no problems with them. It's just I prefer not to. So the second shade is very brown, almost this yellow, like a hint of caramel in it. It's very pretty. It's so close to my skin tone. Honestly, it just doesn't do it justice. A lot of these shades, man, it's just so close to my, you might as well call it like a tan. Call it like a tan color. Look at that. See? It's just so close to my skin tone that you guys can't really see it, right? I mean, I can barely see it, and I'm like looking right here. Next, we have that rustic type of bronze shimmer. It's so freaking pretty. It is just like bronze reddish rust, like a rust. Dang, that's pretty. Now, I'm going to tell you guys that even though this palette is not like a huge palette, and it's not like a whole bunch of options, the shimmers are what sold it to me. Honestly, after using it today, I was like, you know what? It's not all that. It's not like a palette that I would say you 100% need this palette. But I'm telling you that the shimmers made it worth it. Now, the next one is another shimmer. This one's a gold. This is that gold type of shimmer. It's like a gold, melted gold bronze. Like, oh, it is so pretty, though. I loved it when I was using it. And my eye was like, I like that shade. That one's so pretty. The next one, this is like a khaki green shimmer. And it has a bunch of gold, like almost light green reflex all over it. So in person, it looks super cool. It's very pretty. That's the one that I have on my overall lid, like entirely. That gold one that I just swatched earlier, that's my inner corner highlight right there. In the next row, we have that matte with glitter one that I was talking about earlier that I'm not impressed with. It's like a nudish orange tone almost. And the glitter, as suspected, is flaking off. Like, you have a little bit of glitter that managed to stick on there, but it's not a whole lot, right? It's not really impressive. That's not an impressive formula. It's like, if I'm going to be sticking glitter on my eye, like, whether it's a matte or whatever, that glitter better stick. If not, what was the purpose of putting glitter in a matte? I just don't get it, you guys. Somebody explain that to me, please. Now, this next one is that gold that I told you guys about earlier. It's just a gold, flaky type of formula. This is definitely a wildfire shimmer because those gold specks that are like foil are flaking off like crazy. Look at that. Just look at that. But to say that it's not a pretty, this is a pretty shade. Look at that. I love that tone. It's just so in your face. It's intense. I think the only downside to it is that it has those little gold reflex, like the little gold foil flecks that just are like flaking everywhere like crazy. It's making us look like we have dandruff in our hair. Next, we have that taupey brown matte that I used as my transition shade. This is seriously a pretty color. I was actually impressed with it because I was like, you know what? I actually like this one, you know, because it's dark enough. And especially if you like those grungy, look at it, it's like those grungy, taupey, cool tones. It's very pretty. And honestly, I'm not one for a lot of cool tones because a lot of cool tones don't look good on me, but that one is a nice cool tone. Then next you have that, see, look at this. It's like this teal, blue, brownish type of shade. It's a dual chrome, so it just has all this. Honestly, it reminds me of maybe like, I would have maybe 2 other shades in different palettes that remind me of this shade in particular. And it looks reddish, brown reddish. And then it has this very clear teal shift to it. I don't know how to describe it, but it's very pretty in person when you see it. I used it right here, down here, like halfway, you know. And I like how it came out. It looks nice on the eye. Lastly, we have that black matte. And like I said, that black matte is not playing with you, okay? This is so freaking weird right now, you guys, that I'm swatching it. I'm honestly like in awe of it. It is sort of patchy right here, just a tiny bit. But this is the first time I've ever felt a matte that's this soft. It like glided on almost like a buttery smooth shimmer. And yet it's like kind of patchy because I was just like noticing, you know what? A lot of times with the mattes, especially black mattes, my experience has been that they're like gritty and dry forming. You're like, the formula is like kind of rough when you put it on. This one just glided on top like it's just so soft. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I felt it like it was super soft. But those are all the shade tones in here, you guys. Like I said, there's 10 shades. I liked it. Now, I don't want to say I recommend it 100% because really at the end of the day, it's up to you guys whether you guys want to spend money on it. I'm not even 100% sure how much this costed, and it might be like around $30. And if it's around $30, I would just say skip on it. I liked it when I saw it online because that's why I decided to give it a shot because I saw that it was going to come to Sephora and I was like, oh, you know what? I like it because it's like got those little grungy tones in there. I don't know. I like those type of tones, especially like this one right here, which just reminds me of this army green type of tone. And the packaging, like, look at this. Come on. Now, I forgot to show you guys the original packaging. So this is the original packaging it comes on. I'm sorry, you guys. It just says Wild Dahlia on it. Fun size eyeshadow. Violet Voss. It's just so pretty the way they put this plaid and this greenish type of grungy tone. I don't even know. It's super pretty. That's what I was like, you know what? I saw it online on the Instagram and it just drew me in. I just saw it. I was like, you know what? I'm buying that. Like, and I've noticed that lately I've been on this like low buy where nothing really interests me a lot. Nothing's been like really catching my eye except for ColourPop, you know, because ColourPop's, I'm not gonna lie, you guys, ColourPop always wins me either with packaging or the whole entire set. Like, I want it all, right? But for the other companies, I don't know. They've been coming up with stuff and my friend sends me stuff and I'm like, I don't know. No, I'm not wasting like that. Like I always say, I'm not wasting my money on that. You know, I'll skip that. I'll skip that. I've been skipping a lot of stuff lately. Not so much ColourPop or BH Cosmetics, because those two always find a way to suck me right in. But for the most part, the other companies, like, I'm like, no, nah. So yeah, you guys, it was just a really quick swatching and letting you guys know. I think it's cute. I don't think you really need it in your life unless you like these type of tones. I feel like you can find these type of tones in another palette. I want to say that if it costs maybe around $30, I would say don't bother with it. But if it's like around $17, $18, I can't for the life of me remember. You already know I said it and I forget it. I forget what the heck I paid for it. But if it's like $17, $18, I don't know. It's okay. It's not bad. You know, I honestly don't hate it. But I don't think that you, especially if you're like me and you got tons of palette, like you seriously don't need it. I got a ton, and I can find at least this shade. I can find it at least in 2 other of my palettes. That one definitely in another palette. That one too. I don't know. It's like definitely the mattes. You know, like come on. Once you get to so many, you don't really technically need it. But it's not a bad palette. I think it's cute. So I'm going to let you guys go. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell so you're notified each and every time I upload a new video. And until next time, stay warm, stay blessed, and stay magical. Bye, you guys.